up, everybody? So another reason why I like long drives, and this is about to be a little rant, I feel that you can really put things into perspective, and I feel like you gotta kind of take that into consideration for like your life. 34 this year, so I have a little bit more knowledge and experience than your average. So I'm just trying to like throw a little bit out there, take bits and pieces, feel free to apply it, but there's no manual, there's no true one way of doing things, unless you're gonna go to like some career job where it's been done hundreds of years the same exact way. There's no manual on how to do anything. If you want to do something and you think it's gonna work out, then you take the chance, and guess what? If you took the chance and you make that shit happen, guess what? You get all the glory. And I'm not saying to not disregard any opinions of others, but the more opinions from outsiders than are needed when you ask if I should do this, if I should do that, instead of asking so many people that may not be on the same level thinking wise or taking risks as you, I always say take only advice from those people that are doing surpassed, that have fucking been there and done that, and they're still cooking, that don't get complacent, and they are always trying to win. If you hang around with negatives and have people that have little to no drive, that shit'll brush off on you. And I feel that when you have such a high level of respect for yourself and a high level of performing, and you're a high performer, and that's could be in anything, education, your dreams of either doing like bodybuilding, or like if you want to be like an entrepreneur, or like you have a creative side, or you want to do art, it doesn't matter. The more outsiders you have will conflict on that inner dream that you want to pursue, and it'll hold you back. And at the end of the day, why would you let any of those naysayers tell you can't? I heard that shit my whole life, been an underdog my entire life, and I feel that going from drinking and partying and doing everything that I've wanted to, and really taking risks, being broke, coming back, being broke, coming back, running that bag up, never gets an L. You never lose when you're winning, if that makes sense. You can never lose when you're actually pursuing something that you are wanting so much. And even if you do either go bankrupt, you fucking lose it all, and you're able to get your shit back together, and you're able to fucking go back after it and really fucking dig into whatever you want, shit can start to happen. And you just gotta just invest in you rather than trying to be a part of something that's maybe not for you. I saw one time, it was like a light bulb thing. There was like 3 light bulbs, and there was a cover on each light bulb, and one light bulb didn't have a cover, and someone took a water bottle and fucking covered that light bulb. And the saying was like, just because you fit in there doesn't mean you should be there. So I take that into account for like everything in life. So the more that you're about your business, the more things that you pursue, and the more dedicated you are to your craft, you don't need a fucking applause. You don't need none of that shit. You are your own, I guess, cheerleader. You're your own commentator. You're your own everything. And please take feedback. Feedback's the number one thing that's going to help you grow overall, and never turn back a good, solid feed from someone, because you want outside perspectives of what you got going, and it humbles you. So when you're able to take feedback very well, then you're able to really learn, okay, how can I take like a negative and then turn this negative that I have going on into a positive? Call it a praise sandwich. For any of you guys that want to like tell a friend or tell them, yo, like, you do this shit good, you do this shit good, 2 praises, and be like, but you're fucked up at this, but you make it up with this, so like follow up with another praise, because motherfuckers be sensitive nowadays. So just food for thought I'd go on a rant. Once again, just the overall perspective is, if you want something so bad, doesn't matter what that thing is, you're gonna get it. And not if, take if, perhaps, maybe, all that shit out of your head when you get that shit. So not only being patient, having the long-term goals, short-term goals is just not it anymore. Once you're able to have that long-term goal and you're able to really think long-term, how do I get there, and not how do I get there shortcuts, how do I get there, and how do I maintain being there? Not only maintain being there once I get there, how do I get past it? So hope you guys got something out of that. I'm gonna start doing more of these rants and filled in with like my workout stuff. Yeah, once again, thank you everybody who always comes up, anyone that ever supported the cause, anyone that ever backed me, anyone that ever spoke up for me when I wasn't in the room. I fuck with you heavy, because at the end of the day, if you ain't getting spoke on, if no one ain't fucking thinking that you're a threat, no disrespect, you ain't doing shit. Later.